very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. And good evening. Welcome to the Doc Watkins Show. I'm your host, Doc Watkins. We've got another great show for you this evening. Thank you for tuning in. My special guest tonight, who will be joining me in person in just a little bit, is San Antonio's own Jose Amador of NATIAO Latin Jazz. We're going to get to some music here in just a few minutes, but first, let's have a look at the Jazz Texas News. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame recently announced there will be no live ceremony this year in order to protect the health of this year's inductees. In response, inductees Nine Inch Nails and Depeche Mode say they appreciate having their health protected since they plan to celebrate by doing lines of coke, shooting heroin, and dropping acid until the paramedics are called. The NBA has clarified that all players quarantined at Orlando's Disney World campus will have access to 3 square meals a day and 4 on game days from various restaurant options to choose from. The league's worst team, the Golden State Warriors, will get to choose between Arby's, Olive Garden, and the Panda Express. Meanwhile, San Antonio Spurs coach Greg Popovich has already requested trading Lonnie Walker for 2 Ruth's Chris filet mignons and a seafood platter to be named later. A new study suggests that an extinct marsupial, formerly believed to be just a fierce saber-toothed cat, was actually just a harmless scavenger. In related news, Keith Urban, formerly believed to be a legitimate musician, is actually just a fake country singer who's tried to remain relevant by being married to a tall Australian woman. The debate over how to accurately determine your dog's age rages on. A new formula says that to truly convert your dog's age in human years, you have to multiply the natural logarithm by 16, then add 31. In order to further explain this formula, we consulted with a leading canine expert. 9 people from Tennessee have been arrested for engaging in cockfighting, proving once again that other than setting off illegal fireworks, there's not much to do in Tennessee. What's most frightening about this story is actually that in Tennessee, cockfighting doesn't involve any birds. If you or one of your loved ones has been arrested or convicted of cockfighting, call Jeff Davis at the Jeff Davis Law Firm. He will fight for your right to cockfight. Call Jeff Davis at 333-3333. Once again, that's 333-3333. There's only one number to remember, and that's 3, because it rhymes with cockfighting in Tennessee. And finally, according to University of California researchers, pop songs are getting faster, with the average tempo increasing to 122 beats per minute. This is great news for parents who've been forced to attend a Justin Bieber concert with their 12-year-old since the Biebs show will now end a half hour earlier. However, this faster beat-per-minute trend is bad for some pop stars. Fans of singer John Mayer are complaining that his new fast-tempo songs are interrupting their enjoyment of sleeping through his shows. To show off this faster song trend, here's an excerpt of the Doc Watkins Orchestra performing Faded Love from a few years back.
I miss you, darling, more and more every day, as heaven would miss the stars above.
Now here's that same clip with a slightly faster tempo. So as you can see, it makes a big difference to increase the tempo just a little bit. Remember, folks, it's the small things. That's it for the Jazz Texas News. All right, well, we're going to get on to some music now. We've got some special requests rolling in, so thank you so much for sending those. We want to start out, though, by wishing a very special happy birthday, a happy 40th birthday to my good buddy Ross. Ross, happy birthday, my man. Hope you have a wonderful evening tonight with the family. We're going to play a song for you now that this one goes out to Deborah by special request. It's a beautiful tune called The Way You Look Tonight. That's a tune called The Way You Look Tonight. That one went out to Deborah. Thank you very much, y'all. I want to thank my main man over there on the camera, Mr. Chris Zients. The man, the myth, the legend, ladies and gentlemen, that's Chris Zients with Wizard Broadcasting. Thank you, Chris, for everything you're doing back there behind the scenes. This next tune is a beautiful number that goes out to Jerry and Christine. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. This one's for you as time goes by. That's As Time Goes By for Jerry and Christine. Thank you guys for the request. We also want to wish a special happy 80th birthday to Gates. Gates, thank you so much for tuning in through all these shows during this time. It's always great to hear from you, and thanks so much for tuning in. Happy birthday. We also want to thank Alamo Music for providing this wonderful new piano for us. It's a Kawai 6'2". Well, it's not new anymore because we've been banging on it here for the last couple months, but don't worry, Kevin, it's in great shape. It's years away from even being slightly broken in and ready for a purchase. But you can purchase it now from Alamo Music, so thanks you guys for helping us out during this time. My special guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is originally from Puerto Rico, Kansas, and currently resides in San Antonio, Texas. He's the founder of NATIAO Latin Jazz and leads one of Texas's premier salsa bands, as well as a Latin jazz ensemble called Terra Nova. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome to the bandstand, Mr. Jose Amador. Welcome, Jose.
Hi, Doc.
How you doing?
How are you?
Let's play some music.
Let's play some music.
Jose and I would like to play a song for you now that was written back in the 1940s by Dizzy Gillespie called Night in Tunisia. That's the Night in Tunisia by Dizzy Gillespie. I was going to say by Jose Amador, but Jose Amador is sitting right here with me. Jose, thank you so much for coming on the show. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks a lot, Doc. I usually don't get nervous before I go on a camera or perform, but if you see me a little, rattle, I just still can't get over that cockfighting news in Tennessee. I mean,
it's a true story, by the way.
No birds, huh?
Nope, they don't use birds in Tennessee.
That really shook me up before coming on stage. So thanks for having me, Doc.
Well, I'm sorry to rattle your cage right before the show began and everything.
I know, cockfighting cage. Thanks a lot for having me, Doc. I appreciate it.
It's so good to have you on the show, Jose. Last time I saw you, it was before we shut down, and you guys were going to play Salsa Night. If you've never been to Salsa Night here at Jazz Texas, it's a party every single time, and Jose and his salsa band lead the charge, lead the party twice a month here, and we were going to have Salsa Night, and it was right when everything got kind of sticky, and we said, everybody dancing, and the guys on the stage, and the bartenders, and we should, let's shut it down. And so ever since then, you don't call, you don't write, you don't send a postcard, you don't say hello.
Well, you're so busy. You're so busy with your show twice a week, and I know all the preparation that goes into this. So it's kind of hard to bother you when you're so engaged in the Doc Watkins Show. Oh
yeah, in the show, so busy with the show. No, no, seriously, that's actually not true. That Jose has called and texted, and he was one of the first that I talked to because you genuinely wanted to do what was best for the community and for the club and for San Antonio and everything. And we've kept in touch. And you and Terry are doing well, right?
Yeah, Terry's doing well. We're doing well. My parents are doing well. A shout out to my parents in Puerto Rico who are watching right now. They're all, thank God, everybody in the family is doing well, and you're right. You got to do the right thing, and this is new for everyone. So we have to be patient about results. So we'll see how it goes. We played here on March 5th, and then on the week after they shut everything down, and you and I spoke that Sunday or Monday before.
Yeah.
So this was our last gig here in Jazz Texas on March 5th.
So is it true that you have a lot of people tuning in from Puerto Rico, but not Puerto Rico, Kansas? That was a joke.
Not Puerto Rico, Kansas. Yeah. It's actually Puerto Rico, Florida. So because there's a lot of people from Florida watching as well.
Yeah.
Yes, we have friends all over: Miami, Orlando, Houston. Some of my friends have been writing to me as soon as you advertised that I was going to be in the Doc Watkins Show. So they're watching and say hello to everyone, by the way.
Man, well, hello to everybody in Puerto Rico and out in Florida. I hope you'll comment on the threads and tell us hello. I played in Puerto Rico about 5 years ago, and I've talked to Jose about this, and it was like one of the most magical experiences of my life. The food, the community, the people, the music.
The people are wonderful.
Salsa music everywhere going on, and it was so much fun, man. So, yeah. So you guys actually hold the record here at Jazz Texas. I have an 11-piece orchestra that plays here mostly on Saturday nights, and Jose is the only band that's ever been larger than my band.
I think I've been up to 13 or 14.
13 or I think 14.
14, yes. I've been up to 14.
So how are all the guys doing? I haven't seen Richie and Curtis and all those guys since all this happened, but I know you've been keeping in touch with them.
I keep in touch with all the guys, of course, and a lot of the guys are music professors at universities and in middle schools, and of course they're at home. They're dealing with this the best they can, and like every other artist or every other musician, everybody misses playing. That's what it's all about. Everybody misses playing. Everybody misses the interaction with the audience, and for us, being here twice a month since September of 2016, it's we really miss Jazz Texas and all the other venues where we usually appear. So that's the hardest part to deal with. Is the not playing part.
Yeah, well, it's a joy to have you up here. I mean, the last couple of years, it feels like years. Last couple of weeks, I've been up here playing with myself, by myself, and just doing a solo piano. And so this is the first time I've had to, play with anybody in the last couple of weeks. So thank you, Jose.
Well, thank you. My honor that I'm the one you're playing with.
Do you have anything to sell us? Do you have anything we can buy?
I don't have anything to sell you, but my friends and fans can go to NATIAO Latin Jazz.com
Not that guy.
Not that guy. NATIAO Latin Jazz.com, and there in our website you can see exactly where we're not going to be appearing
Right.
soon.
But nothing to sell us. No pyramid scheme, multi-level.
No condos in the Dominican Republic, nothing else. But we got great music. Once you go to NATIAO Latin Jazz, we got great music there. There's about 10 songs in there from all stages on NATIAO, so it's enjoyable.
Well, make sure, everybody, to check out NATIAOLatinJazz.com. There, when everything comes back, these guys were working so hard doing salsa music and Latin jazz, and I never forget all the times that the dance floor was packed and everyone was having a wonderful time. And so it's a joy to have Jose Amador here on the show of NATIAO Latin Jazz. We're going to play another number. Why don't we play? Let's do a bossa nova.
Let's do a bossa nova. Why not?
How
I
about
love bossa novas?
How about Wave?
Wave is one of my favorites, if not my favorite. So.
Well, this is a song called Wave by Jose Amador.
By Antonio
I keep wanting you to be the author of the songs.
Antonio Carlos Amador,
I think we just Antonio Carlos Amador. This tune's by Antonio Carlos Jobim. We hope you enjoy it. Here's Wave. Jose Amador, everybody. That's Wave by Antonio Carlos Jobim. Thank you very much. Well, Jose has been telling me before the show, he said, you know, Doc, for the last few months I've been stuck at home, and Terry and I are looking for fun things to do, try and keep us occupied. We're going crazy during this quarantine, and we've been even turning to things like board games and other fun activities to keep us busy. And here at Jazz Texas, you wouldn't believe it, we've come up with our own unique board game that you can play along with right at home. So, Jose, would you like to try this with me tonight for the first time?
I thought you never asked.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's play the board game. Well, all you viewers at home, we've done this before. You know how the board game works. We pick two famous people, both of which are boring. We compare and contrast the two, and then I get to decide who's the biggest bore. So tonight on the board game, who's more boring? J. Willard Marriott or Paris Hilton?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Well,
Can I give you my vote?
well, hold on. We have to. You got to get through the thing. You know, you got to
Sure.
find out. On the one hand,
Okay.
J. Willard Marriott. Consider this: he was the founder of the world's largest hotel chain, the Marriott Hotels. He was born in 1900 in a town called Marriott Settlement, Utah. Quite a coincidence when your last name is also the name of your birthplace. I mean, it's like if Jesus of Nazareth had been born in a hotel, he'd be referred to as Jesus of Marriott.
True.
J. Willard Marriott grew up as a real-life cowboy, riding a horse and herding sheep. However, unlike other cowboys, and instead of dreaming of the rodeo, Marriott dreamed of reserving a non-smoking room with a king-size bed and free cable. Marriott was a business associate of George Romney, the father of Mitt Romney. Marriott used to tell young Mitt Romney, when you grow up, Mitt, you can accomplish anything, except win a presidential election. Marriott also told Mitt Romney, someday there's this kid named Donald who's going to open up his own chain of luxury hotels, and he's going to hate you, Mitt. Now that's a thinker. J. Willard Marriott lived to be 85, and he was buried in a beautiful courtyard, a courtyard by Marriott. On the other hand, Paris Hilton is what's known as in Hollywood as a MA, model, actress, whatever. She's the great-granddaughter of Conrad Hilton, the founder of Hilton Hotels. While nobody knows if Paris Hilton ever met a Marriott, if she did, she probably slept with him at a Ramada. Paris Hilton epitomizes the New Age phenomenon of a celebutante, a French word meaning talentless socialite. Paris Hilton's success is attributed to her ready-to-party attitude, and by ready-to-party, that means leaking your sex tape to TMZ. Paris Hilton wears blue contacts to cover her brown eyes. She also wears tight dresses to cover up the fact that she's missing a human soul. There is a wax sculpture of Paris Hilton at Madame Tussauds Museum, and that wax sculpture has more personality than the actual Paris Hilton herself. Paris Hilton was most well known for her catchphrase, "That's hot." But she's currently known for her catchphrase, "I'm desperate." It's a tough call, wouldn't you agree, Jose?
You're correct, sir.
But if you had to pick, who bores you the most, J. Willard Marriott or Paris Hilton? The correct answer is Paris Hilton.
Boring since 1990s.
That's right. Boring since the 1990s. Thanks for playing the board game. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up. Mr. Jose Amador joining us on the stage tonight. He'll be back in just a little bit, everybody. Thank you, Jose.
Thank you, Doc.
All righty. Well, we have another special request. I'd like to sing this tune for Angela and Rick. Guys, thank you for the request. This is for a Tom Waits tune. It's one of my favorite songs called Picture in a Frame. The sun come up, it was blue and gold. The sun come up, it was blue and gold. sun come up, it was blue and gold. Ever since I put your picture in a frame, I come calling in my Sunday best. I come calling in my Sunday best. I come calling in my Sunday best. Ever since I put your picture in a frame. Now I'm gonna love you till the wheels come on. Oh yeah. You know I love you, and I always will. You know I love you, and I always will. You know I love you, and I always will. Ever since I put your picture in a frame. I'm gonna love you till the wheels come on. Oh yeah. You know I love you, and I always will. You know I love you, and I always will. You know I love you, and I always will. Ever since I put your picture in a frame, yeah. Ever since I put your picture in a frame. Oh yeah. Special request, that's a picture in a frame by Tom Waits. Thank you very much. If you're just joining us now, welcome to the Doc Watkins Show. Thank you for joining us this evening. Big shout out to my buddy Chris Zients with Wizard Broadcasting. All right, we're going to welcome our special guests up to do this last tune with us. We've got time for one more for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please welcome to the stage once again the great Jose Amador on the congas. Welcome back, Jose.
Glad to be anywhere. Thank you.
We're glad to have you here. Why don't we play Caravan?
Let's do that one.
This is a tune that was written by Duke Ellington and Juan Tizol, who was Duke Ellington's trombonist, one of his trombonists, and who's from Puerto Rico. So this is a tune we hope you enjoy. Caravan. Here goes.
This is a great song, by the way. This song is one of the most popular jazz songs everywhere in the world. It's been recorded over 350 different artists. Wow. So it's just a great job by Duke Ellington in 1929 with Juan Tizol from Vega Baja, Puerto Rico.
Take it away.
Let's do a little different.
That's Jose Amador on the congas. Thank you once again, Jose, for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me, Doc. Appreciate it. Look forward to coming back for show number 38. How about that one?
There we go. It's been a pleasure as always, my friend.
Thank God, and God bless everyone out there.
Guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. We will be back this coming Tuesday night. My special guest is Grammy Award-winning producer John Colby. We're going to bring him on the show remotely from his home in Pittsburgh on Tuesday night at 8 p.m., so make sure and tune in. Thanks for tuning in to the Doc Watkins Show. We'll see you next time. Good night, y'all.